new blade? Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. Iron and steel, mostly. I might even have some of your fancy elven pieces lying around somewhere. I could forge you a warhammer that would crush a giant's head like a walnut. That's a decent weapon you've made. You the sneaky type? Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. This looks good. You put time into your blades. They'll serve you well when you want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. Looking for a new... Ah, good. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. All right, then. Yes? Huh. I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Good day. I could forge you a... You the sneaky... You have talent. Keep working at your craft. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh?
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands. Of course. There is something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
toxins I taste. You know that our supply is limited. It could be a season or more before we get a new shipment from the south. My ears hear the truth in your words, and yet my body shakes. A welcome to you, fellow traveler. Do not frighten away our customers with your fits. Yes, of course, you are right. The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, won't give much for even a few grains of moon sugar. Put the thought out of your mind, and do not speak of it again.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Or else what? You think you can stand against the entire Whiterun City Guard? The gate's closed. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
I work with my mother. We sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days. Hard work. Battleborn, give me your money. I don't have any money. You better give me 5 seconds.
We cannot afford to act My lord, please.
What's the
This is no
meaning of
time
this
for
interruption?
rash action.
Jarl
I just think
Balgrup
we
is
need
not
more
receiving
information
visitors.
before we act. I just...
Who's this then?
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
It's a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your Particular talents, perhaps? Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. Farengar.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? Ah, indeed? The Jarl. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you.
Anything we can use to fight this dragon.
Neither am I.
Dragons.
Helgen. Destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Damn those Grey Mates to oblivion. They want to back the storm close. They'll get what's coming.
Was trouble in Whiterun and I'll warn you in the Dragon's Reach dungeon.
But we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thief's den. I can't stop now. I can't get the sword of my own.
Yes, House Corp.
Old friend. Patron of the great
Also
clan.
against the dragon? Stuff it?